Do you wonder if your recent panic attacks have anything to do with your failing relationship? What about your rising blood pressure and constant headaches? How does working towards saving your marriage help you better manage future trials? In a few seconds, I'll show you how. Hi, I'm ZeeZee, and thanks for watching Keeping It Together with me. I'd like you to know that you are at the right place to find practical tips that serve as a guide in your quest for a happy marriage. My passion and purpose is to realistically lead you in all truth, honesty, and openness as you make your way towards living a fulfilled life. Your breath of fresh air awaits you. Today, I'll be going over a topic that includes some scientific research as backing to prove its authenticity. As it is commonly said, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? Well, apparently, not really, according to recent research. Turns out that a happy marriage is what keeps the doctor away. My goodness, who would have thought? Unhappily married couples were found to increase their chances of getting sick by 35% and even shorten their lives by an average of 4 years. This is the first benefit of striving towards having a healthy marriage. You want to live long. So why is it exactly that being unhappily married affects our health so much? And what causes happily married people to not suffer these dire consequences? The real reasons for the differences are unknown, but the answer is linked to the physical and emotional stress experienced in an unhappy union. This stress puts severe wear and tear on the body with physical ailments like high blood pressure, migraines, and so on. And more importantly, it puts stress on your mind. And that cascades into very harmful psychological issues like depression, violence, anxiety, and that potentially leads to suicide. It's really quite simple. If you observe your relationship during the stressful periods, either during an argument or disagreement which has lasted a long time, you find that simply thinking about your spouse or the situation you are at loggerheads about literally causes your blood to boil, your heart to pace, and your head to throb. Oh, please, you're giving me a headache. Or doing so and so is raising my blood pressure. Those are some of the words that grace the occasion when we fight with our spouses. Mostly spoken out of frustration because most times the headache really hasn't hit or the blood pressure really hasn't risen. But these end up being true because they're words that do categorize the ailments that await if we continue to remain unhappy in our marriages. I hear you say, then I'll just leave the relationship and safeguard my life. Well, while that might seem like a great way out of preventing sickness or death, divorced couples are also included in the statistics. Divorce is not as clean-cut as most think it is. The torture of tearing away from something emotionally and physically, dividing up property, or seeing the confusion that divorce forces upon your children who are now thrown into this new reality of a few days with dad and a few days with mom, this whole new livelihood thing. This surely would put stress and fatigue on you, and it eventually affects your health and well-being. Again, this is general advice, as sometimes, depending on the person's experience, separation might be recommended. But don't decide this on your own. Get some professional help and guidance to understand what your next steps should be. On the contrary, a healthy marriage, one infused with healthy communication, lush with vulnerability, and pumped with commitment to succeed no matter what, is a relationship that will benefit your immune system and help your body's defenses against all illness. With an immune system that is functional, imagine the state of your physical and mental health at all times. The second benefit of having a happy marriage is Saving your marriage gives you great practice at handling adversity. It causes you to never see any trials that come your way as insurmountable. This truth cuts across board in your life, and it holds true when you're facing issues with work, family and friends, or while just living life. Working on fixing your marriage is actually great practice, as in this life, we will never be immune to trials and tribulation. They never fail to make a grand entrance. There you have it. The main reasons why it is important to work towards saving your marriage. Your health and well-being are based largely on you living happily in your marriage. The stresses created by living in an unhappy marriage snuff out the white blood cells necessary to keep your body fighting against any invaders. Secondly, working through trials you face while you're married will help you bear up under any pressure you ever face. Always remember that in life, regardless of how much success you achieve, thoughts about your failures tend to haunt you, but more so when you never really gave your all to prevent them. Live long and live strong. Work on your relationship and reap these all-important benefits. I look forward to your comments on ZeeZeeIO.com, where you can sign up for my newsletter, complete with more tips and insights on living in a happy marriage. Have a question for me? Email me for a confidential response. questions@ZeeZeeIO.com. Did you like this video? Subscribe to my YouTube channel for a galore of videos on building your relationship skills. Don't forget to share with your friends. Getting your marriage to be at its best will require a major mindset shift. Transformation will only occur at this point. No magic formulas, no wishing it into existence. The choice to get this transformed relationship lies with you and no one else, not even your spouse. Thank you for listening to me on Keeping It Together with ZeeZee. It is always a pleasure to share with you. See you again soon, and until then, have a fabulous day.